Hey guys, professional furry streamer Pasta Lord 17 here. So hey guys, I am, like I said, a furry, and I made a tweet to Professor Lando that I am gonna be doing a reaction video to this, and I have been in the furry fandom now for about like 6, 7 years, something like that. I've made 2 videos of me wakeboarding in fursuit. I like how I'm just listing down my fucking credentials like it fucking matters. But yeah, pretty much. I have gone to a few of Professor Lando's classes, and they are really informative. My favorite lesson of all was his lesson on monster waifus, monster girl waifus, and yeah, ever since then, I've been I've just been going to his classes. So let's get let's get right into it. Of course, GX control.
Today we are doing a follow-up lecture to the furry lecture, the introductory furry lecture. We did touch on Fursonas briefly, but I would like to do a sort of a follow-up, a slightly more in-depth, sort of a refresher. What is a Fursona? From Wikipedia,
Okay.
personalized animal character created by someone in the furry fandom. Acting out one's persona in person may involve wearing a fursuit. What
Okay, so Wikipedia has it correct so far. A fursona is basically someone's, well, a fursona can mean a lot of things. It can be a representation of what you want to be. It can be a representation of how you feel like you are, and it can also be a representation of just you. Personally, my persona is, a wolf, and the reason why I chose a wolf was because even though even though I'm pretty introverted myself, once I'm surrounded by the right people, yeah, I can get pretty extroverted, and I just feel like I'm loyal to those to that friend group pretty much. And the thing is, right? So I've known a lot of furries that either have their personas as what they want to be, what they aspire to be, what they feel like they are, and pretty much their persona is just them. And there was one guy, I will never fucking forget this. I will never forget this. There was one guy who had his persona as a rabbit. And the reason why he had his persona as a rabbit is because he likes to fuck. Yeah, I never interacted with that person ever again. But it actually came out that that person doesn't actually fuck as much as he lets on to, as much as he says. And the thing is, right, with furries, a lot of furries talk more about sex more than they actually have sex. So, there you go.
is a fursuit? Sort of a diagram. We have the person.
Okay.
Fursona.
Persona.
The fursona used as a vehicle, kind of relating back to how VTubers use avatars as a vehicle for
That is
a lot of
accurate.
things.
That is
The
accurate.
Wikipedia entry says perhaps role play or just as an avatar. The I think maybe the role play is varying in some degrees.
Yes.
Could be both. And here there's a
Okay, so I'm sorry for that. I keep pausing the video. This is gonna be like a 20-minute video or something. But Professor Lando has it correct so far. He has done his research.
subsection, the branching off. It's not a full through linear path. I would say. I think there's a branching where you can say a fursuit could possibly be involved to accomplish this. And this, I do think it is important to note, is that the fursuit is optional.
Yes, that is correct. That is something that most people don't know. Fursuits are optional. You don't need a fursuit to be a furry. You don't need a fursuit to roleplay. You don't need to have a fursuit to have an avatar. If you really want one, you can get one, but they are really fucking expensive.
Sort of a basic layman's understanding of fursonas. Person using an avatar or a representation of fursona to what means roleplay or to just use it as an avatar, and optionally a fursuit could be used to accomplish or perhaps just enhance these goals. But what is a fursuit? Okay, again, from Wikipedia, fursuits are custom-made animal costumes owned and worn by cosplayers and members of the furry fandom,
Yes.
commonly known as furries. Hey, what the hell? Free advertising. How long has
No,
that
no,
smart
no.
water been there?
No
How
free
long has that
advertising
smart
here.
water been there? Do you know how much money I could get? Smart water sucks.
I just drink regular
Don't
water.
ever drink smart water. Garbage. Fursuits represent an original character created by their wearer and are often better fitting and more intricately crafted with features such as a moving jaw or holes. Fursuits
Yes.
are made in a wide range of styles.
See, with let's just before I get to that, before I get to what I was gonna say, let's just finish this part here.
From cartoonish to highly realistic.
Yes, that is also correct. But there are also some styles that aren't necessarily cartoonish. There is a style called kimono suits where it just basically looks like anime. Hold on, I'll pull it up here. Yes, I do play Roblox. Here we go. And some may argue that, this is a cartoony style. Personally, I think that the cartoony style and that the kimono styles are different. Like this, for example. This is a more cartoony style. But this is different. Like, there's that difference between cartoons and anime. And also with the realistic. There you go, realistic. For these ones, these are very hard to see through because that's pretty much what you're seeing for the realistic eyes, right? For the toony eyes, if you take one hand and pretend like it's, a pair of binoculars, right? And you take the other hand and put it right here and close this eye and just do that, that's what you're seeing through one eye. That's what you're seeing through one eye. And it can be very hard to see through. Plus, there's also style of realistic suits where the eyes are actually marble, and there's a little slot like right here, about like this big, that you can see out of. And I know a fursuiter, the Sona's name was Sniper. I met her back in Furry Pinas, which is the local furry convention here in the Philippines, back in 2018, and I was extremely anxious back then. But yeah, you also have the use your own eyes. Actually, as the name says, you use your own eyes. You don't have the eyes like in Toonie, like these types of eyes right here. It's basically like it's just a hole pretty much, and you use your own eyes. Let's get back to the video. Oh, also with the features and stuff. Yes, there are moving jaws. There are some with jaws that don't move, and there are some features where in the head that there's a fan actually in the mouth to have better circulation, and so that the wearer or that the suitor won't suffer heat stroke as fast, pretty much.
Fursuits are pretty expensive, I believe. Through my
Yes, they are.
research, um, anywhere from on the very absolute low end, $1,000 up to maybe 6,000. Usually more on the higher side. Let's be honest. If
That is correct. Fursuits are fucking expensive. On the lower end, if you're going through to like the one of the big makers, like Don't Hug Cacti, Made for You, those create like those two. Just I can just remember them off the top of my head, but those two are like the biggest in the fursuit maker industry, right? And with those, if it's just like a basic full suit design, it can cost up to $1,500 to $2,000. But if you're going for like a partial suit, there are different types of partials where you can get sleeves, paws, head, and feet, or you can just get paws, feet, and head, or maybe just paws, head, or just a head. Those can go from about, if we're strictly talking just the head, that can go up to like 350. That can go like average about $350, $400, give or take. But if you're going with like the sleeves and everything, that can cost about like 750, something like that. But the most expensive one actually was about like 26,000, I believe. Most expensive fursuit. There we go. There we go. $23,500. Okay, top 10 most expensive fursuits in the world. Okay. So 6,000. Number 9, Borzoi. Lion Ram, okay. 6,000. Arrow the Horse. 7,100. Lavender Corgi, $8,025. Mishka the Silver Fox, $10,000. That does look good though. Sniper the Angel Dragon. This is a different sniper, by the way. The sniper that I was referring to back in FurPNS 2018 was a Sergal. $11,575. Protogen, $15,000. 15,400. Manual Dog, $17,127. God, fucking shit. Primal Vision's Cheetah, $17,500. $23,500. Let's see what it's made out of. This is a gorgeous handmade suit made in New Zealand. It is equipped with leather and latex. What the fuck? And you can see here, like I said before, that with the realistic ones, that there are some eyes that are made of marble, and this is what you see through. I don't know if you can see the cursor, but yeah, this is what you see through. And let's read it. Moreover, it has a 3D printed head. It has some amazing skills. For instance, it has individual moving skills. That is insane. Okay, like, oh wait, it has an individual moving skill. I misread that. This fursuit is technically quite advanced, so the reason being its high price is quite clear. I mean, fair.
if you're worried about
But
saving money,
Bro, why the furries have too much money, man. Furries have too much money, but still can't afford deodorant at a fucking convention.
Money, probably don't get the fursuit to begin with. But if you're going to get the fursuit, I would say go for the higher end one.
I disagree with that, Professor. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that. If you have the money, and if you really, really want a fursuit that bad that you're gonna go for the higher end ones, sure, but it's advisable that you go for the lower end ones. Like, not too low that it's gonna break within the first few times that you wear it, but you know, like, I would say lower mid tier, so that way you have a good introduction to fursuiting, and that you won't spend so much money. And three, so that lower mid tier, so that it won't break in the first few times that you wear it.
Commission the higher end one. So the question is, how do you get to the fursona? I think that a fursona should first and foremost be just a vehicle for the person to just explore whatever they want. More importantly, like whether it's for pleasure or something more casual, it's just about having a fun experience.
That is correct.
I suggest
That is correct. Fursuiting is mainly about having a fun experience. But if you are gonna go fursuiting, make sure, especially if you're gonna go with a fursuit, with a full suit on out in public or in conventions, make sure that you have a handler. The purpose of the handler is that they, one, look after you, make sure that people aren't stepping, if you have a tail, that people or kids are not grabbing your tail, and so that they can provide water at all times, and so that they can also spot the signs of heat exhaustion or heat stroke. And make sure it is your best friend, because if you just get a random person as your handler, yeah, they won't pick up on your mannerisms. And the reason why I'm saying you should need your best friend to do it, or at least someone who knows you very well, is because that person knows your mannerisms. That person knows when something's wrong. So, yeah, get a handler. Always drink water.
and that is, I believe that there's a balance. I believe that in crafting your persona, you should consider what you want and also what you are. It's clear what you want obviously means. What do you want it to look like? What do you want the colors to be like? What do you want your story to be like? But what you are is kind of what we're going to be focusing on in this lecture. Like your physicality, what animal you kind of look like. What you are branches off to two more branches of being physical and spiritual. What do I mean by that? Again, physical kind of, explains itself. But spiritual is more like your vibes, your personality, your mentality. Your physical and spiritual aura kind of aligns with some animals more than others. But again, I think that Fursona, once again, your Fursona should be a vehicle for your own means. So
I'm gonna have to, well, I'm gonna, initially, my instant reaction is slightly disagree with that it has to be, that it specifically has to be a balance of what you want and what you are. Personally, like with mine, what I wanted it to be was a wolf, and okay, that also has ties with what I am. But what I wanted the personality of my Fursona to be is just me. So that's gonna be a slight disagreement there, but majority of the time I know that this is not a very flattering frame to pause on, but yeah, I don't necessarily agree that it has to be a balance of what you want and what you are. It can just be whatever the fuck you want it to be. You can make it to, you can have it as a balance of what you want and what you are, or you can make it specifically what you are, or you could make it specifically what you want. That's my opinion on it.
You should just consider, for example,
we're just 4 minutes into the video and it's already been a 20-minute recording. What the fuck?
The class and I collaborated last time we did our furry lecture. We decided that the rhino was my fursona. A student very kindly commissioned this.
Oh, that looks nice.
Commissioned this from Coco Line Arts. They commissioned this image of me as a rhino.
Bro, that looks nice.
Fursona. And I don't think that they're here, but thank you for that. That's actually very cute. That's very nice. I like that. So yes, see here. How's that?
Alright, that is very accurate.
Be doing a more hands-on lesson and demonstrate what we've learned today and in past lectures. We will be creating fursonas for other streamers, other content creators within the community, using everything we've learned. And it's going to be a collaborative classroom experience.
Yes.
So please feel free to give your input and helping me accomplish this. Lily Pichu. So let's take a look at
great
this.
choice.
What would Lily Pichu's fursona be? Yes, I see that. I see a lot of mouse, bunny, chinchilla.
I agree,
Let's
chinchilla.
Be a little more creative than that. Let's dig a little deeper. I do get it. You want to,
or maybe like a Pokemon or something.
To the obvious things, but might I? I'm gonna say.
Ooh, I saw an otter.
You didn't think about that one.
True.
Why? Because you want to say, you say mouse, rabbit, small, cute, but and not to say Lily Pichu isn't that, but there's a little more wackiness, a little bit of a penguiny thing.
Oh.
To capture that kind of quirkiness. We start with the bill.
Okay, Professor.
I like this. I like the over-exaggerated glasses.
Damn, he is really good at drawing.
Something that's still cute, but kind of like a little quirky. Lily Pichu.
Lily Penguin.
More like Lily Penguin.
Yes.
This is Lily Pichu's fursona on a floating block of ice. It's melting. Uh-oh, global warming. Uh-oh. Polar bear's looking. Polar bear's looking a little hungry.
You know what?
It's scarce. It's got its eyes set. Run, Lily Pichu, run.
I think the polar bear would be a perfect fit for Michael.
But yes, Lily Pichu, we're gonna.
Because I mean, if you've seen Michael's videos, he's a fucking crackhead. But at times, of course, like even during his streams, like he's calm, right? And that's the reason why I think that the polar bear would be a perfect fit for Michael, especially in the context of Lily Penguin. That would be the perfect match.
I'm gonna go with the penguin. So next up, Tyler 1. What animal is 6'7"? What would Tyler 1 be as an animal?
I'd say
goldfish. Think about it. Hold on.
What?
No, think about it.
Excuse me? I was about to say bear.
Tyler 1. First of all, no one can deny that the physicality right here matches. So off the bat, we have strong physical similarities. But think about, in essence, the goldfish. Despite everyone saying how lame a goldfish is one of the most popular type of pets in pop culture. People love goldfish. Look at Magikarp.
That is true.
Right? There's something there with the story of Magikarp.
Ooh.
Everyone looks down on the goldfish. Oh, what a tiny goldfish. And the goldfish says, no, I'm a Gyarados.
Yes.
I'm a 6'7" Gyarados.
Yes.
Lol, Tyler Goldfish. First of all, the physical similarities.
What does it look like an alien from American Dad?
Spirit of wanting to be
not specifically Roger, but it looks like a
tiny Magikarp says, "I'm the 6'7" Gyarados."
It looks like a homeless alcoholic alien in the style of American Dad. Not specifically Roger, but
Lol, Tyler Goldfish. That's what I'm gonna go for. XQC. One of the most popular streamers on this platform. Parrot, Sloth, Weasel.
I'd say
I don't know about Sloth because the sloth is a little too.
Okay, so with the nose, and with that picture specifically, the nose kind of looks like a beak. So I'm gonna use what Professor Lando has taught us so far. Nose kind of looks like a beak. And he still has that unhingedness, for the lack of a better term. So I would say ostrich.
Like
Ostrich.
ease down, you know.
Cheetah,
Weasel's
llama, dog.
good. Like you guys watched the James Gunn's
Honey
Suicide Squad
badger.
movie?
I would
Kinda
disagree with
reminds
that.
me of the weasel in that. I'm getting like an avian. Me personally, I
Oh.
feel like an ostrich.
There we go.
Gangly, kind of scary, unhinged bird type. You know, kind of, because an ostrich is not like a cute bird. It's like, and you're like, oh god, what the, you know, like,
Yes.
ostrich, oh.
Yes.
Ostrich. XQC, ostrich. XQ ostrich. I
Yes.
think we hit something with this one. Come on. XQC is.
I
definitely
agree with that.
Tyler Ninja Blevins. I'm seeing a lot of skunks.
You know,
Listen, don't let
I
the
agree with the
blue
skunks.
hue of his brands, of his hair get to you. Listen, you're saying peacock. I don't know. I don't know.
A peacock is a bit too regal for ninja.
Peacock, you know, you imagine very, very pristine, very regal, very prissy and beautiful. I don't know if that's Tyler Ninja Blevins.
Exactly.
Meerkat. I feel like,
Yes.
yes, but I feel Meerkat could be literally any male streamer on this platform. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel Meerkat could be XQC. You guys are just tossing out the worst. He's a weasel. He's a possum. Someone is saying, I'm seeing someone spam poison dart frog.
Oh my god.
Blue. Is he toxic? Is that what you're saying?
He is toxic. I can't believe I forgot to take that into
Here we go.
consideration.
Ninja, I think we've agreed, is a poison dart
Poison
frog.
ninja frog.
Fursona. See him here with the iconic, and you know, we don't have color, but it would be blue, iconic here with the headband. And see, he's sweating, he's nervous because he's not seeing enough movement at the New York New Year's bash when he's trying to set the world record for most people flossing. Do we know who Ludwig is?
Oh,
this
Ludwig.
might be hard. A fennec fox. Like one of those sand cats.
You know, I agree.
Hold on.
I agree.
Hold on here. Ludwig, fennec fox. Yes, I will say a little dainty, but something like this. I think we're going with the sand cat.
Yes.
Definitely.
Fun fact about fennec foxes. Fennec foxes have two modes. It's either they're complete fucking crackheads that cannot sit still, or they're very lazy. There is no in between. When you get a fennec fox, you get one or the other. And I think that Ludwig falls under the latter. Because if it was the former, then you'd be talking about Michael Reeves. I'd say the latter.
Maybe we could have chosen a better sand cat, but I think for sake of argument, we can say, like, generally a sand cat. The more I look at it, the more I like it.
Yes.
He does kind of have that feline snarkiness, but not the
He does,
traditional, like, house cat cuteness. I'm quite proud of this one. One of my favorite streamers, Germa. Why is everyone saying platypus? Anglerfish.
Oh my god, they're doing him dirty.
Well. Holy crap. Germa, rat.
Oh.
Germa, rat. I think rat. Yeah, I like rat because it's kind of like unhinged, but not in like a really overtly scary way. Oh my god. I think we've outdone ourselves. Germa rat.
Yes.
It's got the vibes. It works. Wow. Yes.
You know, I'm
like kind of unhinged, but not like overtly scary. Not like you're.
I've never seen Germa's streams. I didn't even know he was a streamer. I'll be honest. I don't follow many big streamers. But I'd say that is spot on. I'd say that's spot on.
But
what do you guys think?
Like a eek kind of thing, you know? I like that one. Moist critical, straight off the bat. I think we got it.
Walrus.
You say walrus?
Walrus.
And wow, does that like just it really?
Walrus, definitely.
Sloth? No,
No, no.
no. I don't think a sloth. No, a sloth like doesn't care and is slow. Like Moist Critical, yes, he might have a sort of laggard type. It might come off that way, but no, like Moist Critical is too passionate. He cares too much. Is too like
Yes,
there
he
to be
does.
a sloth. It's the face, it's the mouth. Let me explain why Moist Critical is a walrus, right? You know, besides the physical look, like the mouth, the kind of elongated, like it definitely is walrusy. But let me explain why it's not a sloth. Because like I said, Moist Critical, he cares too much. A sloth is like, you know, again, I think you say sloth because Moist Critical kind of comes off like maybe a little, you know, slow and like sloth-like, but I don't think he's a sloth because he's too passionate. He cares too much about the subject. But I do get across what you're talking about, kind of the deep voice.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't make sense. You can see it, but it just wouldn't make sense if Charlie was a sloth. Because, you know, like you said, sloths are just really slow. Sloths, you know, don't tend to care as much. Like, there's like, yeah, whatever kind of thing. But with a walrus, yeah, sure, it's slow, but with a voice, it makes him seem big, right? And, you know, like Professor said, he cares too much about the subject. And that's the thing about like walruses. Personally, I think that, you know, yeah, they can seem, you know, pretty slow, pretty laggard, right? But inside they're I wouldn't say proud, but for the lack of a better term, I'd say like semi-proud kind of thing. Well, no, they care a lot. They care a lot about something, but they still have that, you know, laggard type of movement.
Voice makes you kind of want to think they're like, you know, kind of like on the slow side. But that's why it's the walrus, because the walrus is kind of more of like this, like kind of whatever. But it'll eat
It'll
you.
fuck
It'll rip
you
apart
up.
the penguin. Like, you
It'll
know, it's a
fuck you up.
savage when it wants to be. It cares. It's passionate. I think Moist Critical as a walrus is a good one. This one might be too easy, but let's do a little thought
Bow.
experiment.
I don't know who Bow
Bao,
is.
VTuber. Bao's Fursona, I mean, it's too easy. It's a whale. So this is what I think Bao's Fursona would look like. This is the giant squid that Bao just defeated in battle. But yeah, there's Bao as a whale. It'd be kind of like that. Can sea creatures really be furries? I mean, I think the
Yes.
answer to that. I
Yes.
think the answer is yes. Markiplier, a tiger.
Oh.
Interesting. Lion.
See, the vibe I'm getting from Markiplier is those tiger background dancers from Zootopia. God damn, those good. See, Markiplier got me feeling a type of way, and so do those tigers. Let me fucking tell you.
I do see a lion. Markiplier does have like the spiritualness of a golden retriever, but you can't ignore
Oh,
the
Chica.
physical aspects of it. Is this Markiplier? He's looking a little
Oh.
doofy nowadays, huh?
Mm.
Sheesh. You know, he
Yes,
does have
Daddy
like,
Mark.
you know, the kind of resounding like Markiplier here. It very like the lion from Zootopia. Okay, we got something. Hold on. Hello? We're gonna go with a lion.
The only reason why I don't like that is because it's so disproportionate.
Fursona. Asmongold.
Oh.
Let's see beaver. Why beaver?
Oh, I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, wait.
Oh. Oh, that is too easy. That is too easy. My god.
So I think we're gonna go with a
My
beaver.
god.
He
Why?
he looks like a homeless man, so that means I did a good job, right?
My god.
Pokimane. I feel
Goddamn,
like
Professor.
Pokimane's Fursona would definitely be like a chipmunk or something. Or
You know, I
yes, or like
agree.
a sugar glider.
Or like,
right? I don't think the sugar glider, it's cute, but I don't think it's beautiful enough. I don't want to say baby face.
see, personally, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate from. You know what? Fuck it. I don't care if she goes after me. I'm gonna get a lot of hate from her simps. Here's the thing. I don't think Pokimane is all that beautiful. Yeah, sure, she's a good-looking person. But I don't think she's that beautiful that, you know, people hold her up on a pedestal to be. You know, personally, I think she's. I would. I'd say about 7.5, right? Personally, or maybe 7.5, around that range. So personally, I would think squirrel, because I agree with the chipmunk kind of direction, but I don't think it's. I don't think she looks that good enough, personally. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate from her simps if her simps fucking see this.
But like the chipmunk cheeks, kinda like the mouth and the chipmunk cheeks. I think it's like the dimples. This one's gonna be hard because Pokemon is like a pretty girl.
She
You
is.
know, we
She's
do
pretty.
something like Tim the Tatman.
But in my opinion, she's not beautiful.
You know what I mean? Because
You know?
it's like, well, clearly you're gonna, you're like, look at Tim, look at his pink skin, his big round head, or like, look at Asmongold, he's got that thing going on with like the thing. But like, I can't do it. She doesn't have like a
Yes.
grotesquely over exaggerated. It's like if you took all the world's prettiest people and combined it into like the most generic pretty person image.
Yes.
That's like what Pokemon is. Like,
Yes.
She doesn't have like a big nose or like this. She's not like balding or like. We went for a squirrel. Pokemon's Fursona, yeah. Max Mofo. He's kind of got this unhinged Sweeney Todd kind of thing.
Unhinged is an understatement. See, I was thinking more alligator for some reason.
I've ever seen it, maybe. Marmoset. What? Well, kinda.
Ooh.
I see what you're saying. It does look like him, actually. Okay, so we're gonna go with a Marmoset. So that's a Marmoset, and that's Max Mofo.
I feel bad for laughing.
And this right here is Max pogging out to pulling some kind of Charizard card or something.
Speaking of Charizard, I got me a level 60 shiny. No, not shiny. A hollow Charizard. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this reaction. I hope that I was able to educate a little bit what the professor wasn't able to touch up upon. But yeah, if you like this video, please do leave a like and follow my you can follow me on my Twitch page. For the month of November, I will be going live every day, 11 p.m. GMT plus 8, because I live in the Philippines. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. See ya.